We've been following the story of controversy in the historic neighborhood where the removal of a student's flag is raising questions about free speech on campus. Our Megan Lynn has the latest.
The bright red National Rifle Association or NRA flag displayed outside a Smith Hall window has been removed by residents' life. The flag sparked controversy among students when it first appeared last week, including one freshman in a historic neighborhood who decided to take action. In order to protect her identity and safety, ENN News Network is not identifying the student. The student took a photo of the flag and showed it to her resident advisor, who says she told her would make sure it's taken down as both a fire hazard and an offensive symbol on campus. By the end of the week, the flag was gone, and she says Smith residents knew who to blame. She says she got texts from her friends saying, "Be careful and watch out," that a group of Smith Hall residents were standing outside their dorm asking passersby if they knew her. She said she feels safe on campus, but knowing these men are looking for her makes her uncomfortable. The student told ENN, quote, "In light of current events going on, the NRA is not something that should be presented in a celebratory light. They need to grow up and realize that what you do has effects on people," end quote. In an essay written on theconversation.com about free speech on ENN's campus, President Connie Book said, quote, "Protecting a student's right to speak and another student's right to disagree is an imperative," end quote. Community Director for Historic Neighborhood, Simone Thompson, declined to comment. Director of Residence Life, Marquita Barker, said the flag was a fire hazard and, quote, "It could have been the American flag. We still would have asked them to take it down," end quote. However, Town of Elon Fire Department Chief Alva Sizemore says that depends on how the fire code is interpreted. While the flag could potentially pose a problem during a rescue, in his 40 years in fire service, he hasn't had any problems with this.
I've never had an issue before with a flag outside of a window is what I was saying. You know, typically we would have issues on the inside. You know, like maybe they were hanging the flag inside. You know, hanging it down from the ceiling, you know.
While some students were happy to see the flag removed, others disagreed.
I was a little disappointed to see students' opinions suppressed. It would be nice if we lived in a world where everyone's opinions could be heard.
Others like freshman Lindsay Brenner believe free speech should be limited on a college campus.
I just think those opinions should probably be kept to yourself because gun laws are very a serious matter, and especially if you're on campus with a bunch of people and you're talking freely about possession of guns or something, that could worry a lot of people and make something, suspicious.
NRA spokesperson Catherine Mortensen says that since the school shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, these worries have resulted in many reports to the NRA of anti-gun speech and bullying of youth who support the right to bear arms. While she says Elon has the right as a private institution to restrict speech, she doesn't agree with it.
We think it's outrageous that Elon University would be doing this, and it shows a clear anti-gun bias. Young people need to know that they can support the Second Amendment and not be harassed or intimidated.
Student body president Kenneth Brown Jr., he's trying to find the middle ground as a campus leader. While he says he understands how controversial symbols such as the NRA flag can be deemed offensive, universities are the right place for these conversations to start.
I think college is ground zero in terms of just starting different types of conversations and challenging people and also getting to know them and figuring out why they believe what they believe, and also for ourselves internally realizing who we are outside of where we've been.
Brown hopes these conversations will promote understanding and empathy between students with conflicting opinions.
Be able to acknowledge the background and the context behind it, and to be able to acknowledge that, yes, you can believe what you believe, you can do whatever you want to do, but to also understand how what you do may directly or indirectly affect a group of people. And I think college is where you learn that. It's where you learn that it's more than just you.
Megan Lynn, ENN Local News.
Vice President for Student Life John Dooley contacted ENN today to clarify that the Residence Life policy says that, quote, "no objects or materials may be attached outside windows," end quote. For more on this story, pick up a copy of The Pendulum this Wednesday and visit our website.